to try to explain something to Republican voters who typically just do not want to hear anything from a Democrat. I am a Democrat, and I know that that will immediately close you off to me in a certain way, but I just want to try to explain something if you'll hear me out for 1 second, which is that what's happening right now is not a partisan thing, right? This is a billionaires attacking the rest of us thing, and I think you will be really interested to hear about it. And the reason I think you're going to want to hear about it is because you are in danger of losing your Medicare, your Social Security, your Medicaid, and your veterans benefits, among other things, Meals on Wheels, all kinds of things. And the reason is that what is happening right now is that the Trump administration is carrying out exactly what Project 2025 said they were going to do. Now, of course, Trump said he knew nothing about Project 2025, but we suspected that was a lie, and it turns out that it is a lie, because the person he is putting in charge of the Office of Management and Budget is the architect of Project 2025, literally the guy who wrote it. And their ultimate plan is lots of tax cuts for the very wealthiest, way more than they've already been given. And we want to remember that, like, because of Trump's last round of tax cuts, not only did our deficit skyrocket in almost unprecedented ways, but the rich in this country got measurably, humongously richer, and the rest of us got more poor, right? It increased income inequality a whole bunch. And a lot of the biggest corporations paid no taxes, right? So we have been paying taxes, but they have not. Trump wants to expand those and continue those tax cuts, so they're going to pay even less taxes. And the way they're going to pay for all of this is by cutting all of the programs that, you know, Democrats passed back in like the 50s and the 60s that have been keeping us going. The few kind of social services we have. Other countries have so many more, but we at least have Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid. They're going to take those away from us. This is not partisan. This is just what's happening. You can see that they tried to do it last week with the freeze that they announced. That's what that was. That's why all the Medicaid portals shut down immediately. And so what I guess I want you to understand is that at some point, we're going to have to make a decision to stop hating each other, or they're going to win. We are going to have to be willing to let bygones be bygones and work together to stop them, or they are going to ransack every single thing that the government has promised us, keep it for themselves, and leave us to starve. And it's happened before in our country. There's no guarantees in the United States. Until FDR was elected, as I'm sure you know, there was nothing for poor people, and they literally starved. They literally had to keep kids home from school because they didn't have shoes to put on their feet so they could walk to school in the snow. That's the way it used to be. Starving people camping out on the White House steps, demanding poverty relief, and still not getting it. It was that way until not that long ago, less than 100 years ago. We are heading in that direction. These billionaires want to take all of what they call your quote-unquote entitlements, the programs you've paid into. They want to take them from you, and that's why everybody is so upset about Elon Musk taking over the Treasury Department, because he now has the ability to turn the spigot of federal money on or off as he sees fit. And he has already promised that he wants to cut somewhere between $2 and $3 trillion of spending. Guess where that's going to come from? It's going to come from you. It's getting dark, so I have to stop this. But I just want to say, like, we can stop this if we all come together, but we're going to have to get past our tribalism, or at the very least, we're going to have to create new tribes. The tribe of working Americans and the tribe of billionaires. And it will be us against them, and then we will win. But not until then. Something to think about.